born Gallagher, but Mary Martin in my dressing room of the beautiful Theatre Royal, Drury Lane in London. It's a long jump from Texas to London and many years between. But first, let me tell you about the film we hope you will enjoy. Through Mr. David Merrick, the producer, and Mr. Gower Champion, the director, I was invited by the State Department. Hello, this is not Dolly Levi, born Gallagher, but Mary Martin in my dressing room of the beautiful Theatre Royal, Drury Lane in London. It's a long jump from Texas to London and many years between. But first, let me tell you about the film we hope you will enjoy. Through Mr. David Merrick, the producer, and Mr. Gower Champion, the director, I was invited by the State Department to take Hello, Dolly to Japan as a cultural exchange program. Through that invitation came the proudest moment of my life. The President of the United States requested our troop of 71 people to go to Vietnam, Okinawa, and Korea. So please, with all my heart, I ask you to see with your eyes what 71 people of America saw with ours.
5 minutes, Miss Martin, please.
Okay. After thousands of miles and 14 years, I was back on the London stage. The audience, as you can see, was very special, and the experience was thrilling. Mr. David Merrick, our producer, made all of this possible.
Your Majesty, I want to present the star of Hello, Dolly, Miss Mary Martin.
And then I introduced the company to Queen Elizabeth. Loring Smith, or Mr. Vandergelder. Marilyn Lovell, Irene Malloy. Coco Ramirez, her assistant. Johnny Beecher, our Barnaby. Beverly Weir, Mark Alden, Judy Drake, Skedge Miller, Robert Hucknell. This is a story about actors on tour, working at what they love to do most, reaching people. Our greatest reward is communication, and we know we've succeeded in reaching our audience when we hear that sound. How proud I was to share this moment with our great director, Gower Champion. There are moments one wishes could be recaptured. This is one of them. The theater is a place filled with enormous pressures, but we wouldn't change this for anything. We start every job with the highest hopes. Look at us in San Francisco months ago when we started this tour. We're like children off to a picnic. Hello, Dolly was chosen by the State Department to represent our country abroad, not only because it is a great musical hit, but because its vitality and sprawling good humor are so typical of home, and yet so universal. Our arrival in Japan was all excitement, like firecrackers, a whirl of color and sound.
Hello, Miss Martin. Welcome to Japan. I'm John Rich, NBC News Tokyo. I'd like to introduce you to your host and hostess for Japan, Mr. and Mrs. Mikimoto.
The Japanese gave us a reception that couldn't have been more heartwarming. There was not one moment that we did not feel welcome and really wanted. The Japanese say hello elaborately, and oh, I adored it. Happy as I was to arrive in this wonderful new country, I got a pang when I saw those little girls at the window. I couldn't help thinking of my granddaughter Heidi back home. When I left the Okura Hotel for the theater, I was thrilled that I would be seeing the exotic city for the first time. Tokyo. Tokyo. This could be Newark. It looks like a lot of towns all over the world. With this TV tower, it looks like Paris. And this could easily be Market Street in Philadelphia, or even parts of San Francisco. The ads are fascinating, but to me, unreadable. That lovely lady toasting us could be saying, Sakikoro, it's a spot. This sign, however, I could read. The Takarazuka Theater is a wonderful theater to play in, and the crew who built the sets from our designs did an excellent job. They may speak in different tongues, but they create in the same language. The bustle of rehearsals and the suddenness of opening night with its last-minute crisis are the same everywhere. When everything is said and done, and combed and brushed, and dressed and painted, it is the actor alone who is left to do the job. On the opening night, the actor stands alone. Outside the opening night, audience is arriving. United States Ambassador and Mrs. Reischauer appeared, setting the tone of the evening. The theater was filled with members of the royal family, Japanese and international dignitaries, and so it seemed half of Tokyo. Backstage, the water cooler was the only oasis. Tension was mounting. We were zooming in on 0 hour. Out front, the audience was adjusting its simultaneous translators, the kind that are used in the United Nations. Backstage, I was so nervous I had butterflies, Madam Butterflies. Then suddenly, the reason for it all, curtain time.
sisters recommend you see the kind of man your sister wants to just snatch him up. Don't forget to bring your maiden and she'll match him up. Go on.
Dolly Levi. That's right, Mrs. Dolly Levi, born Gallagher. Social introductions, ladies and gentlemen of excellent family, introduced under the most respectable conditions of elegance and refinement. Object matrimony. I have always been a woman who arranges things for the pleasure and the profit it derives. I have always been a woman who arranges things like furniture and daffodils and lives.
Yes, it takes a woman, a dainty woman, a sweetheart, a mistress, a wife. Oh, yes, it takes a woman, a fragile woman, to bring you the sweet things in life.
Haro, Tokyo Mataharo, Tokyo Minasana Utsukushi Kuni ni Kite Ureshi, Subarashi, Tokyo Wakadimasu, Tokyo Mada Hatten Shiteru Miyako, Mada Ginki Niyateru.
We've got elegance. If you ain't got elegance, you can never ever carry it on.
Alamo, remember the Alamo. I regret that I would like to give for my country. In the words of Lincoln, once if I land to do it, I see yes, that's just that great. Oh, Stonewall Jackson. It went well. We had communicated as performers. Now I wanted to reach the Japanese more personally. Here's my hat, fellas. I'm staying where I'm at, fellas.
Promise you'll never go away.
Ambassador and Mrs. Rashour opened all doors to me. It was Mrs. Mikimoto, my first Japanese friend, who took me through the doors. It was with her help that I really learned more about the Japanese people.
Gorgeous.
I love these colors. Do I look Japanese? Is this the obi?
Yes.
Oh,
This is all hand woven.
word.
まあ非常に豪華なものでございますね。これは
The
崩れ
most
織り。
gorgeous obi.
It is beautiful. 美しい。美しい。
はい。非常に
素晴らしい。
いいですね。
This flower, I discovered, is as significant to my newfound friend, Sumiko Mikimoto, as her faith. She could spend hours arranging these blossoms, and that is one of the secrets of this country. To the Japanese, beauty and order are essential in everything. Sumiko has many interests. She is a concert pianist. She also sponsors an orphanage. It was no surprise that the children were so musical. I adored every one of them on first sight.
Did you like that? Did you like that?
Now, will you sing Do, a dear, for me in Japanese? All right? This little one was so shy. Oh, but she certainly loved to swing. Ted Morris of the Salvation Army, who runs the school, was grateful for our visit. Oh, but not as much as I was. Thank goodness I didn't cut off the heads in this one. It was Subarashi. That means wonderful in Japan. You see, I was learning too. Before I left, we exchanged gifts and sayonaras.
I came here to ask one question. What each of you gets in the theater in the first place for?
Why we became artists in the first place rather than plumbers or fishermen? Is that so? That's an enormous question and so personal.
Marilyn Lovell's charm was international, not only on stage, but off. Here at the American Cultural Center, members of our cast have a more personal exchange with Japanese students who are studying English and drama and came from 18 different colleges throughout Japan.
Is it illegal that in the United States to buy tickets in a lower cost and sell them in a higher cost?
This is done for a charity, and it is perfectly acceptable. All of these are registered with New York City. And
Dick Bayer, one of our stage managers, answered like a diplomat. He was so impressive that Waseda University of Tokyo offered him a teaching post, which he has since accepted.
In your American theater, do you discuss always social problems of your society and have messages as we do in Japan?
Hello, Dolly is mainly intended as entertainment. It is not intended to enlighten or solve any great problems. We have no problem in Hello, Dolly.
So Hello, Dolly does not further musical comedy progression from what it was years and years ago, but it's done with such perfection, and this is mostly Mr. Champion, it really is a marvelous, beautiful thing to watch.
Let's get dressed, Barnaby. We're going to New York. Out there's a world outside of Yonkers. Way out there slick town, Barnaby. There's a slick town, Barnaby, out there, full of shine and full of sparkle. Close your eyes and see it glisten, Barnaby. Listen, Barnaby.
Actors are often accused of walking a tightrope between reality and make-believe. But what is reality? Isn't Carlton Carpenter just like the Cornelius of our play? And Johnny Beecher, Barnaby? Isn't this a stage set? Can such beauty be real? Colors flash, everything fuses, borders disappear, and life spills all over the place. It is difficult to believe that our boys who have played matinee and night performances are now going to dance their way around town. This seems to be the most successful form of cultural exchange, East or West. They just had to have one more encore. But eventually came the dawn. But the sun really does rise in the east.
Oh, Dolly, the world is full of wonderful things. Come with us, Dolly. I will, Irene. I will.
Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna go and taste Saturday's high life. Before the parade passes by, I'm gonna get some life back into my life. I'm ready to move out in front. I've had enough of just passing by life with the rest of them, with the best of them. I can hold my head up high. I've got a goal again. I've got to drive again. I want to feel my heart coming alive again before the parade passes by. Mrs. Irene Malloy was right. The world is filled with wonderful things. Typical of Japan is the blending of timeless beauty and modern know-how. It was clear that nature sets the tone for the whole Japanese personality. They start with nature and then they civilize it. The eye is constantly refreshed. If all the world is a stage, then this is one of the greatest sets ever designed. The Tokaido train is traveling at 200 kilometers an hour. If the train is a half hour late, you get your money back. The train was taking us back in time. This is the gate to the Heian Shrine, a complex of temples built to commemorate the 1100th anniversary of the creation of Kyoto, the ancient imperial capital. We wandered around the grounds, and of course, I had to have my fortune told. You shake a brass rod out of the box, and the written symbols of each are interpreted by a Shinto priest. When I went over to him, he prophesied that I could expect to take a long trip.
Thank you.
A truer word was never said. Young people are the same everywhere. And here in these surroundings, I wish we could have met all the youth of the world. The greatest goal of the actor is to reach people over the footlights or face to face. There is a communion that exists between audience and actors that is a unique one. Japan is peace and reflection. Japan is hustle and bustle.
Let me see this one.
Yeah, that's right. You can see?
Yes, that's great.
That really looks nice.
When actors relax, they play hard.
Provocative. Maybe just what I want.
And they work hard.
When there's someone you hardly know, but wish you were closer to, remember that she can be near to you while you're dancing. Though you've only just said hello, she's suddenly someone who can make all your daydreams appear to you while you're dancing.
Actors are always larger than life. Like the Japanese with nature, actors start with an emotion and then improve on it. They start with nature and make it art. This could be the bridge between the two worlds. It is hard to believe that we could ever have been at war with these people. The collaboration of man and nature sometimes works wonders. Here are the famous pearl divers of Japan. They emerge with such treasure. These pearls belong to Yoshitaka Mikimoto, the cultured pearl king of the world.
It's so big. I can't even get it. I can't hold it. I'm so excited. Oh,
His standards are high, and these, incredibly enough, are rejects to be thrown back into the sea. There's such enchantment here. The setting of silk dyes in a stream is a classic sight and a daily labor. It was inevitable that it would become a gesture in the geisha ballet. The geisha girl is trained at a very early age, as is the Western ballet dancer. She is a most respected, exquisitely accomplished artist. But I discovered that beneath these stark white masks, they're often giggling teenagers. The geisha's abstracted beauty is surpassed only by the kabuki. The black goes on top of the red. Bayuko-san is one of the all-male kabuki company's greatest stars. He allowed a woman, me, backstage for the first time in the kabuki theater's history.
Just the finger.
Just this part. Very delicately. What a steady hand you have, Bayuko-san. Because you do it so delicately. Very steady. Oh. Oh, my goodness. It's heavy. How many pounds does it weigh?
About 7 pounds.
7. I'll never complain again about wearing a wig. Never. Some weigh more than this?
About 10 pounds.
No. Oh. Oh, but it's so lovely. I watched from the wings, and this great gentleman, with his characterization of a princess, touched me deeply. And to think this play was in its 300th year. I was grateful to have seen such an artist and couldn't believe my eyes when he gave me his own headdress. reciprocated by inviting him backstage to see Hello, Dolly. This is the remarkable Baikusan as he really looks.
Get out your feathers, your patent leathers, your beads and buckles and bows. 'Cause there's no blue Monday in your Sunday clothes. As I can dream your spirit seems to turn around. That Sunday shine.
Tokyo, a whirl of color and sound. Vietnam, gray, grim. Vietnam was a shock. Gray, grim, reality. Dateline Bien Hoa, outside Saigon. October 6, 1965. Operation rehearsal. At 12 noon, our military audience descended on the air base. They came by plane, by jeep, by foot. They sat on rows of sandbags. They leaned on rifles. What a miraculous transformation. A hangar 1 minute, a theater the next. On the eve of a major campaign, General Westmoreland, Commander of the United States Army, and Air Marshal Key, the Prime Minister of South Vietnam, found time to welcome us. A most unusual opening night, that noon, that gray day. The theater brought color and magic back to the lives of our men.
So down the street and have your picture torn. Just like a dream, your spirit seems to turn above. That Sunday shines, the surface slide, you feel as fine as you love.
What a magnificent man, General Westmoreland. His graciousness under pressure was unbelievable.
We have some other stuff. Should we go on?
Well, shall I make
I understood more than ever President Johnson's eagerness to send Hello, Dolly to Vietnam. And each and every member of our company will be eternally grateful for the chance to have been here. Using Saigon as our base, we were always convoyed through the danger zones. To Nha Trang, to Bien Hoa, to Tan Son Nhut, but only after the area had been cleared of mines and booby traps. Security demanded that we not know where we were going to perform, and the Army demanded that we be returned to home base before dark. This was the real theater of war. We were never alone up there. I floated down to some of the performances like Private Peter Pan. never had an audience more protective.
How are you?
When Air Force Colonel Joe Martin greeted me officially, I felt really drafted. Our whole cast was in the Army now. Rec Russell didn't know then that a month later he'd be drafted. Coco and Judy, the comedians of our show, were the smallest and largest size in the company. Our own Laurel and Hardy. But of course, the quartermaster could only accommodate Hardy. Along with everybody else in the show, they adjusted immediately to our new life. After all, actors are used to rapid scene and costume changes. David choppered Susan Freeman and Alberta Barry, two of the dancers, to a field hospital. Visiting the wounded was a devastating experience for all of us. I visited a field hospital with General Westmoreland. He is a general who not only leads his men, but really cares about them. He had a personal message for every single soldier, actually calling many by their first names.
On the grass, come on.
One of the boys I spoke to said that he had seen me in the show just 3 days before he had been ambushed.
Very happy to meet you.
Certainly a joy.
Thank you.
One of the field patients, David Snow, was the beau of Leslie Kimball, a darling dancer in Dolly. With a little help from Dolly Levi Gallagher, that woman who arranges things, and top brass, they were reunited in Vietnam. While the rest of the audience was arriving from the front, by jeep and truck, members of our troupe put on an impromptu show. This was an audience that could arrive on its own time. It had to. This wasn't Tokyo or London. These boys were fitting us in between engagements. The girls stood out like bright flowers in an olive drab world. With a noisy guardian angel hovering over us, thank heavens, we were on once more. Cast, actors on a tour for their country, doing what they love, reaching out to people. My heart belongs to all 71 of the company. They showed no fear and never complained. They just wanted to play Hello, Dolly for the most deserving audience in the world. so nice that we could come to where you are. You sound so swell, fellas, we can tell. Fellas, you're still glowing, you're still crowing, you're still going strong. I feel the room swaying, and your smile saying that you are the pretty guy in any land. So here's our hat, fellas. We're glad we're where we're at, fellas. Then I'd like to stay and stay and stay. For you went away from your homes in the USA and into your personal haze. But when you get back to your homes in the USA, that day will be brighter than any other day. Hello, Benny. Well, hello, Abdullah. Nice to see you, Tex. Let's thank our lucky stars. You're looking great. Valid, overjoyed, and overwhelmed. You're over par. There's Sergeant Paul. Who dat? Major Herschel Lee David. And 100 dozen more I'd like to say. So, wow, fellas, look at that old gal now, fellas. My heart is yours forever and a day.
Miss Martin, Mr. Merrick, and members of the cast, I am told that performers always remember opening nights, sometimes fondly and sometimes not so fondly. We hope that you will long remember your opening day in Vietnam as we will remember the fact you were here.
Thank you. We'll never forget it as long as we live. Not any of us.
On behalf of the officers and men of the armed services of the Republic of Vietnam, the Republic of Korea, the Commonwealth of Australia, the Commonwealth of New Zealand, and the United States of America, all of which are represented here today, we want to say thank you from the bottoms of our hearts for being here.
Thank you, sir. This is Mr. David Merrick, who produced Hello, Dolly, and brought us over here to you.
We couldn't do without the flowers, even in Vietnam.
Oh, it's just lovely.
No matter where I am, I will always hear those boys. No matter what stage I will ever be on, no matter how exalted the audience, that sound will always be in my